Rob, were you satisfied with that performance as a whole?
It's one of those, I suppose I've got to be careful with what I say about, haven't I, really, because I don't want to show any disrespect to Sale, because I think they've come here and they've really challenged us. But I just can't be happy with that level of performance. And I've just said that to the players. We've shown some good qualities there from being behind on the scoreboard, and actually mentally, I think we've shown some good qualities to fight through and come through with a 5-point win. It's kept us in second place in the Premiership. That's obviously massively important. But I've just said to the lads, if we think that's the level of intensity that we're going to be okay to play at in our upcoming games, then we're going to have to shake ourselves up a little bit. I think we look like a team. I don't like to say it because it's so rare for me to say it about our boys. I don't know how hard we were really prepared to work for the scores to start with. You look at that first half, how disrupted it was by us throwing passes that weren't on, or offloads that weren't on, or just even dropping ball. Kicking little bits of ball away when we had good attacking positions. To me, we just looked like a team that wanted an easy score to come, and that wasn't going to happen today. Sale are a decent Premiership side. It just doesn't work like that. And to be honest with you, I just don't think we showed them respect they deserved, and that really bothered me. We said that at half time. You just got to knuckle down. You've got to do the things we do. You've got to be prepared to work harder. The distances we covered in that first half, the heart rates we got to, they were nothing. We didn't get any intensity into the game whatsoever, and that's why it took us a long time to really establish anything. That said, we had to show some good qualities in that second half to come through and win, and that's obviously a positive for us. But having said that, it's not the level. It's not the level if we're even pertaining to be at top end of the Premiership. We can't make those kind of mistakes.
The score just before half time was probably crucial.
Score just before half time was vital for us, wasn't it? We were struggling to get anything in the game, and I think if we hadn't got that, whether we would have been able to come through, I don't know, because as I said, the competition for me there was a totally different thing to what I've seen over the last 9 or 10 Premiership games, and it'll be a challenge for us now to make sure the next couple of weeks are better. But personally speaking, I was kind of worried before the game. Sale have come here in the past and played very, very well against us, and it kind of happened again, and we weren't really. The truth is, we weren't really ready for it. And as I said to the players, we've got 2 weeks to up our intensity levels, because we're going to have to knock on a notch or two to win games. That's as simple as that.
Anything you can put it down to, that they were sort of lacklustre or lethargic?
Well, listen, it's going to happen, isn't it? You come out of these chops and changes and through LV Cup periods, and you do have to try and maintain a level of intensity, physically and mentally, in some way. Perhaps we've got it slightly wrong. We did have a focus on 2 LV Cup games, and perhaps our preparation was tilted too much towards those guys. We did try and give pretty much everyone who played today has had some rest period as well for the last couple of weeks. The players won't like to hear it, but maybe they shouldn't be getting that kind of stuff as well. It's a little bit difficult. I mean, I'm hoping we've had a little bit of a wake-up call that you have to play with great intensity if you want to win any game of Premiership rugby, and I'm hoping that will add to something in the next couple of weeks of training.
Okay. Pleased to get it out of the way now. Right.
Well, now we've managed to get through and win the game. I'm very pleased it's out of the way. But it is. Listen, it's not easy. It's not easy. We've probably. The truth is, we've probably riding the crest of a wave for the last 2 weeks after going to Leicester and winning and playing like we did. And as I said, we probably haven't mentally dealt with that well by easing off. And whether we've managed to crank ourselves back up again enough to a certain level, I don't know. But listen, it isn't just about us. Sale have come here and fulfilled a big part of that game and made it very difficult for us to play the way we wanted to play, and that's important as well. It isn't just that because we're second in the table, everything's got to go our way. It doesn't work like that. If you want things to go your way, you have to work harder than the opposition, and I don't know if we did, particularly in the first half.
How concerned were you by the 3 scrum penalties that they got first half?
Scrum penalties are always a concern, but if I'm 100% honest with you, I'm more concerned with how you give the opposition put in. Everyone's quite aware that the scrum's a battle. You tend to have a bit of advantage if you have the put in, so you've got to be a bit more precious with the ball. You've got to look after the ball a fair bit better than we did, and that again was an issue for us through the first half, less so in the second half. And let's face it, anyone who actually walked out onto the pitch will know the wind was a big issue. You know, it was very hard to exit against, which did put us under some pressure. As you saw, Sale struggling to exit in the second half as well. It was tough. You know, you pretty much had to run the ball to exit. So, you know, we did have the advantages in the second half, but as I said, you know, we nearly gave ourselves a mountain that was too high to climb. Okay.